Hi there, Earth Angels. It's Samantha DeBrule again with your weekly Oracle card reading. And I will say I'm looking forward to the guidance in this reading because I know the planetary energy has been really intense lately, especially for all you Earth Angels who are exceptionally empathic or really sensitive. You might be picking up on a lot more harsh vibrations than usual, and so hang in there. It's going to get better, but hopefully in this reading for this week we will find more guidance on how to use these energies to best serve us. I'm going to use my goddess deck that I used last week because I'm really feeling the vibration in this deck, and I don't know, it always makes me feel like really warm and cozy here, and I like how clear the messages are with this deck. So I'm also going to do something a little different this week. I think that instead of doing my regular strength, opportunity, and meditation, we're just going to pick 3 cards that tell us kind of how the flow of this week is going to go. We'll start with early in the week, today, Tuesday, Wednesday, doing for Thursday and Friday, and then the weekend. So this is for early in the week. Okay, how about midweek? Midweek and the weekend. There you are. Okay, so what do we have for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? It's the same card we pulled for the latter of the week last week, which is Bast, which is independent. Still a big focus on our strength and our independence. Understanding relationships are important, but really understanding the power of our own voice. This also, to me, I'm getting a lot of sensations about what is you in your independence and what are you picking up on in your environment and the collective that's not necessarily you. Yes, our outer reality reflects our inner world, but also sometimes we have to really step back and be that witness to say, okay, are these my thoughts right now? Are these my feelings? Or am I just being a sponge to the environment? Which if you're exceptionally sensitive like I am, that's easy to do. Sometimes I'll just be like, all of a sudden, why am I worried about money? I don't have any reason to be worried about money, but I might be around a lot of people who are having financial struggle. And so if I'm not careful, I'll adopt those thoughts real quick. And I tend to, sometimes they feel larger than life. So ask yourself today, early in this week, what is true to me? In my independence, who am I? Try to, dissolve untruths that you might be picking up. And when thoughts travel through your mind early this week, sit in that space and breathe and see what actually remains as a witness. So we get into later in the week, Thursday and Friday. Receptivity, Hathor. This tells us that we need to allow ourselves to receive. This is also difficult for Earth Angels who are predominantly givers, but this is a really important time to realize that by receiving, we'll be able to help others. Maybe this is a time where we're needing to receive help or aid from other people, allow people to hold us energetically. And not necessarily have to be that person that's, fixing everyone else's life and, reaching out. We can still serve, but this is a clear sign that towards the weekend, if you need help, ask for it. And this is not just from your friends and your family, this is also from your unseen help in the heavens. And so just allow yourself to receive. Also messages, intuitive messages during this time. It'll help you to not adopt fear-based mentalities, and it'll give you clarity through the perspective of love during this time. And for our weekend, I love my life, and I love this reading. White Tara, she is talking to us and highlighting our sensitivity right now. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situation, and chemicals. Well, I started off this reading by saying this week is exceptionally energetic, and if you're sensitive, increasingly becoming sensitive. And if you're not very sensitive, you're going to pick up on things that you didn't before. As a human family, as humanity in general. We are becoming more and more conscious every day, and through our sensitivity, that's how we're healing the planet. Seems like sometimes, everything is out of our control, and it seems like all these bad things are happening, and whatever's highlighted in social media or the news can really be distracting because it's loud. But in our quietness of our sacred space, we can tune back into what is real and true for us, and replace fear-based mentalities with love-based solutions. And through our sensitivity, we're able to relate to one another, and with compassion and love help to create more peace on the planet. And so we can make this a little less intense by honoring our sensitivity, creating space where we need some time out. Also, avoiding harsh relationships and environments. If your workplace is incredibly harsh, perhaps maybe this is time to start out, seeking out another job environment. If your relationship is really toxic, it's a great time to just send it on its way, make peace. Sometimes relationships don't have to end toxic, like and conflicted. You can just gracefully let go of what no longer serves you in complete love. But right now, it's incredibly important for you to create space to really process your sensitivity and your emotions, and also avoiding harsh chemicals. This can be a simple adjustment. For me, I spent 2 weeks without any caffeine, no black tea, no coffee, and it did me a world of good because it helped me not to be as restless or anxious where I might have been otherwise. Also, maybe if some people might need to take a break from maybe alcohol consumption or other things that might be a vice. That is a harsh chemical to the body. Sometimes it's sugar. Ask your body, tune into your body, and ask it what it needs you to do to help you to process these vibrations and these intense things with your new perspective of sensitivity. Remember, sensitivity is a superpower. Oftentimes we feel like feeling vulnerable or really emotional is like a weakness, but the feminine divine nature of sensitivity is a healing grace here on the planet. So transform the feelings of weakness into your new superpower, and just you figure out how to use the tool best in your life. And when it becomes overwhelming and intense, learn how to protect yourself and speak your needs. If you need time away and you have a healthy, family with friends, a lover, they will understand that and they will honor that for you. And sometimes they need the same thing. So by you speaking up and speaking in your truth, you are inviting other people to do the same. So with all this guidance, I'm going to thank the goddesses, the deities, the angels, and any other unseen help that we may be forgetting. Ask them to stay with us and guide us in this week if they will, leave if they must. And remember the abundance that we are living each and every day. Thank you. Well, loved ones, I hope you found that reading super insightful. And I will see you next week here with the weekly Oracle forecast. I love you. Have a beautiful and abundant week.